Okay, I was really excited about the win. It's always good to win on the road. Also, the way the guys did it. I mean, that was we're in a tough situation, and we have a saying that the players believe in. When things get tough, we play better, and I really like the way that we finished the ball game. As far as all three phases participated in it. Aaron Bray, the interception. The offense moved the football down into field goal position, and then special teams. Kenton Chun made the game-winning field goal. So, that was a great thing for our football team. It's when you get in that situation and you fight your way out of it, it can help you more than going down there and winning, by a big score. It showed the character of our players, and it was a good win for us.
A lot of people would say that it was a win, it was an ugly win, but all wins are for coaches, aren't they?
Oh, hey, people that say that are not coaches, because winning is hard. I mean, there's so many things that go into travel and into injuries and into things that people don't even see, into buys where they can prepare for you. That winning is hard, and all coaches know that. Real coaches know that, and and they have good coaches. Everybody forgets they beat Virginia. They lost to Virginia by 1 point at Virginia, and Virginia beat Miami. Matter of fact, Rob Akey, who I have so much respect for, I knew his players were going to be ready to play, told me that they should join the ACC, because he's a funny guy and that's a joke, but the point being is that's the way our league is. Every team has played some big-time team pretty well. So you can beat anybody on any given. That's really the truth, and it's really the truth in this league.
Were you surprised when they came out with a new quarterback for the game?
Yeah, I was, because we knew the other quarterbacks, and we knew that their best one had been playing, and that's probably why they closed things down. And what they tried to do is run the football against us and keep it out of the quarterback's hands, except for maybe bootlegs or short passes. And we were ready for that. I really admire what our defense did. I mean, I know Hawaii people love defense. That was great defense. I mean, they played. They had 2 interceptions, and then they had 2 4th and 1s, which were outstanding and made a big difference in the ball game. And they had to run it at us, and we played the run pretty good. I think we're in the top 20 or 14th or something like that in defending the run, and our secondary made some plays too. So I thought our defense was outstanding and held us in the ball game, and I thought our special teams were much improved.
But along those lines of then keeping the bye week to put in new strategies, you next win that bye before the games this year, is that again one of those things you need to play, and also something unfortunate scheduling for you, or?
Well, it's just something you have to deal with. Football, there are no excuses in football. So whether you're home or away, that doesn't matter. We had some calls that could have gone either way, let me say, that they don't matter because there's nothing you can do about it. You can challenge a couple of them, or you can have a bye. We have 3 teams in a row, all WAC teams, that have byes before they play us, so they'll get a little extra work on us. And there are no excuses, And that's why I'm so proud of our guys for coming back and winning that ball game, because there wouldn't have been any excuses if we would have lost that ball game, and we won it, and I'm very happy about winning that ball game.
About the defense. Last week, Aaron Brown 12 tackles and a sack. This week, 9 tackles, big interception, and whack. Defensive players are really coming on like gangbusters.
Aaron's just playing outstanding. He's getting better and better, and he's just a great competitor. And he's the defensive player of the week this week for the WAC, and Kenton Chun, the special teams player of the week. Which that just gives immense confidence, to our special teams, and we've been working on getting better, and it's paying off. And that's the thing about football. You play it with human beings, and you try. If something's breaking down, I've never been in a perfect ball game, but if something's breaking down, then you've got to get it right. You've got to fit up. So. I think our special teams, I give Dick Tomey all kinds of credit for his coaching and how hard he's working on special teams, and some of the other coaches that are helping him. And, like I said, the other coordinators I've got an excellent staff.
Well, speaking of defense and running the ball against your defense, those two guys in the middle, some of the Tuipulotu, the monsters. Utah State averaging almost 300 yards per game.
Right.
This is going to be the test of the season?
Well, I think it's going to be a big test, because you can throw away their record, because they're leading the WAC. Either Hawaii or Utah State are leading in every category, and they're very well coached and a very good team. They've got a great running back. He's rated as the top pro athlete coming out of the WAC. His first play against BYU was a touchdown, first play of the game. He's outstanding. He'll be I don't know what choice, but I'll bet he'll be in the top 1, 2, 3 rounds. And then they've got 2 other guys. They throw the ball a little bit too, but their defense is very outstanding also. And we're first, and they're first, and we're second, or vice versa in defense. So stat-wise, we're very comparable. So just looking at it, it's going to be a pretty even ball game. We're home. That's special to us, playing at home in front of our own crowd. But this is going to be a good ball game.
Your players of the week, as well as Richard Torres and most of the guys are quite friends are hurt. It's unexpected practices going in. It seems like you had very limited practice last week with your starters, and actually they played well, so maybe practice is overrated, but going in, it seems like you're at that point where a lot of you guys
play on Saturday.
Yeah, they can't really seem to go. How's it affecting your practice?
Well, it hurts you. It really isn't good when a guy is hurt, and he is hurt, so you can't send him out there and practice. And he rehabs. He's out there. Basically, all you can do is they can get mental reps. And I read a study that if a guy is at practice and puts himself into position and visualizes his responsibility, he'll get about 65% of the practice, as far as if he would be there or not be there. So that's the best we can do with those guys. And then, and then if they're rehabbed and they have injuries that aren't going to just totally rip them out, or we're not going to hurt them, but I have a rule that you have to practice at least one day, and just for a mental aspect of it. So no guy just we've got about 3 guys like AB practiced, he only missed one practice, so he practiced 4 practices, and Corey practiced Thursday and Friday. But, Corey, you'll see him go down out there, he gets hit on that, and it's really painful, and then he shakes off the pain and comes back in and plays. But he's a gladiator. He's a tough guy.
But like Torres was the other way. He actually didn't practice at the end of the week, but he was able to go out there.
Yeah, he practiced the first part of the week. So, and he's not as serious as the other guys. He's got what's called a stone bruise or a heel bruise, and that's sucking it up. Most hurdlers get that when they come down on their heel. So the other 2 guys are, have knees and it hurts. Not that he didn't, but.
So it's been such a roller coaster. One game unbelievable, next game you sit down, you make a play to come back. Have you played your best yet? Have you seen him reach its potential? Are you better?
I'll tell you what, we're getting better because you'll see that we're changing our lineup all the time. Now we have a freshman left outside receiver who did some really good things, but then did some, that long pass he sort of gave up on, could have kept going, but that's a rookie mistake. And he made some great catches. We think he's going to be another Royce Pollard. I don't think we've come near to playing our best, but we've been really shuffling people. Our offensive line now, we've had 3 centers, and our right tackle got hurt in this ball. So, our offensive line has been juggled around, a lot. And what the offense did is they made that game drive, that great drive put us in position to win the ball game. But we were sort of out of sync in this ball game, and we've got to improve that this week.
And that's from having all the people in there, or is it from what caused it, or?
Well, it's a little of both. We overthrew some passes. We had a lot of pressure. There are several things that we just have to look at. Just like we had to do our PAT field goal and get things fixed up. That's what coaching is. It's not as something's wrong, so you have to fix it. You have to talk to people. You have to communicate. You have to coach. You've got to be positive because there's no lack of effort on this football team. That's evident in the comeback. Probably the best football we've played is the last 3 quarters of Washington. Is probably the best 3 quarters that we've played, and we need to put it together like that again, and play 4 of them. Play four like that.
That's probably like the last time you had a healthy line, though, right?
That was right. We were pretty healthy at that time, but we're nicked up, and but it's football, and a midpoint of football, and we're still on course. We can still have a piece of the championship. If somebody knocks off Nevada, we have a chance to have the whole thing. But I didn't think about that until it was 27-27 in the game the other day. But we have our own destiny. We've got to win our league games, and then we have to win 2 more games to qualify for bowl. So we have all of our goals ahead of us. Our attitude is really good. It's a great emotional thing for the football team to win a tough game like that on the roof. So that's got to really help our confidence. And I know people of Hawaii like defense. We're playing pretty good defense right now, and making plays like you say about our 2 defensive tackles, Kaniola Tuipulotu. is a stud. I mean, he came running by me once after one of those fourth and one plays, and his face was all bloody. I don't know if it was his blood or somebody else's, but he says, "Coach, we got you covered," you know, and goes running. And that makes you feel good. And then Von Meatonga is playing his best football, and Zach Mash is playing his best football, and we play those three guys together. Pai is playing really well. The linebackers, our front seven's playing pretty well. So this is my 6th year here on defense. I think Dave Aranda is doing a great job, and his staff, and has a great plan. And
with as many up and downs, like Robert said, that you've had this season, is this the most challenging season that's been for you since you've been head coach here?
Well, I don't think we've had up and downs. I mean, we're 5-3, right? So we've had 5 ups, 3 downs. So my most exciting season?
It's different, challenging.
No, I'd say it has had a lot. My first year was my most challenging season. I won't get into it, but you know.
So has it been your most exciting?
Not yet. It's not over. You know, I wasn't excited after the ball game. You know, when I talked to everybody I talked to, I was relieved, and I thank God, and you know, I went in and talked to the players, and you know, Utah State, you know, was next, and I mean, I haven't really got a real charge out of any of these games. When the season's over and we reach our goals, if we're fortunate enough to reach our goals, then I'll, you know, let myself go a bit. But this is business, you know. I'm not a fan. This is business.